Thank you so much. I am Angelique Utamuliza and I am going to present this project which is called the What's Your Function. First of all, I will be talking about 5 managerial functions which are planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. And also, I will be talking about 3 management styles which are directing, delegating, and discussing. First of all, planning is the basic managerial function which identify what need to be done in the future. So to mean that the plan of the organization are all organized in the planning. And also, planning develops the action of an organization. Uh, and also there are some activities that are associated in this planning, like setting goals of organization, deciding what the organization is going to implement in a certain time, and also it identify the interaction between the organization and the other organizations they work together, and also the assessment of the resources and the time frame needed by individual tasks and others. Moving forward, the description of organizing. Organizing, this is the best managerial function which implement a pattern of focus, relationship, as well as increasing communication and making the best use of the resources available to allow the efficient execution of plans. To mean that in this section there are some activities which take place in this managerial function, as I said, is organization, such as identifying and categorizing the work to be done in each position. Duty and authority must be defined as determined. Creating connections between different jobs roles, developing detailed working roles and organization for individual and organizations within an organization. Of uh, all of them are the activities which are associated in organizing as a managerial function. By moving forward, we are going to talk about the staffing. Staffing is the other managerial function which help the manager to adapt job analysis and recruitment or hiring new employees in organization who are matching with the appropriate skills for that job. If necessary, providing the facilitation, ongoing training to keep skills current or to update the skills of the new employees. And also there are some activities which are associated with staffing, like recruiting or firing, training, would have an effect on the staffing model. Employees who perform various staffing tasks will benefit from training, which will enable them to progressively grow their skills and improve their performance in the organization. And also leading is one of managerial function which used by the manager, and its aim is to identify what need to be achieved in a given time or in a given situation, and also and enlisting other to help. To mean that there are some, and also there are some activities which are associated in leading, like supervising and coaching, plan the works, assigning responsibilities to the workers and others. By moving forward, the other managerial function, which is controlling or monitoring, is the other very important managerial function, which uh, have the function of checking the current result against the forecast plans and making appropriate changes to ensure that objectives are met with their goals. To mean that this managerial function contains some activities such as selecting monetary practices that lead to the reduction of risk to appropriate level on the achievement of the objectives, policies that define what is expected to the procedures that put policies into action are used to keep track of activities and others. There are some managerial styles, management styles, like directing. Directing is the process of leading and managing activities under the organization, as well as managing all employees. Or even this directing style helps students to learn, making them listen and follow directions. The boss tell the workers what to do and how to do it, uh, what is needed to be done in order to achieve something. For example, there is a scenario which is matching with directing. is when someone instructing a person how to do an activity. For instance, when you are going to submit a work on Google platform, Google Classroom platform. Since you are not familiar, a facilitator instructs you to open Google Classroom platform and add the link to the work and then click on turn in. By making sure if it is done, you will see the word turned in. This is the instruction which directs you how to submit in order to complete. This is a scenario which can explain for us what is directing. With this, there are a strength and weakness of directing. The strength is forceful, decisive control over the organization, making a quick decision, directing workers in the task. And on the side, there are uh, weaknesses like subordinate get very little opportunity of leading, low moral, lack of leadership in employees, lack of relationship between management staff and employees. Those are the weaknesses that appeared in the directing style. With this, let us moving on. Sorry, delegating style. Delegating style is the managing style which encourages learning through inspiring others. The manager assigns the assignment to the employees to work on inspiring others. The manager is inspiring others. The manager assigning assignment to the employees who work on them separately, either individual or in groups. In this manner, what means that all they used to learn to each and other, or a manager give other people the activities to perform instead of doing all him or herself. The scenario which is associating with this delegating style is assume that I am the company of an organization. I'll be able to assign different activities to my subordinate in order to accomplish our goals. We all know that a company made different tasks which can be done with different employees. For example, a team of workers can work in hiring new employees, and the other can work as the trainer or the team which will help those new employees who will be hired to be trained in our different activities we will assign them. So this is how delegating style works. And also there are strength and weakness of this delegating style. The first strength is take advantage of specialized skills and also improve time management, build tasks within an organization. And on the side of weakness, there is miscommunication or conflict, lack of commitment, risk of inferior result. By moving forward, we are going to see the last style is discussing style. Discussing style is the style which promotes learning through interaction. This style, the manager encourages critical thinking and live discussion by asking employees questions about the problem, opportunity, or issue that must be resolved. The manager acts as a guide, bringing the conversation to a logical conclusion. The scenario which is matching with this discussing style, he was a class monitor of my class when I was in senior 6. At that time, before taking any decision, we used to make a discussion for making sure if the decision will make a positive result in the end. And all the time, each and everyone take the time of saying his or her idea, and we all make a decision by considering to the ideas or the people who attend that discussion or meeting. So to me, that discussing style give the ability to say what you want. The strength it helps team members to form a good relationship. It helps to resolve the complicated problems and to encourage the employees to be in a good mood. Like the weakness, since everyone feedback is required to reach a consensus, the discussion process will take a long time, consume of time. To mean that if used incorrectly, it may trigger discord among team members, especially if workers believe in a certain viewers of a given than when the people have more opportunity than others. So thank you so much. This is my presentation about this project which called What's Your Function. Thank you so much.